Chimmy, chimmy, cocoa pop, chimmy, chimmy, pow. Chimmy, chimmy, cocoa pop, chimmy, chimmy, pow. Grandma, sick in bed. She called the doctor and the doctor said, let's get the rhythm of the head, ding dong. Let's get the rhythm of the head, ding dong. Let's get the rhythm of the head. Let's get the rhythm of the head. Let's get the rhythm of the feet. Let's get the rhythm of the feet. Let's get the rhythm of the hot dog. Let's get the rhythm of the hot dog. Put it all together and what do you get? Ding dong. Hot dog. Put it all backwards and what do you get? Hot dog. Ding dong. You want to learn?
Down, down, baby, down by the roller coaster, sweet, sweet baby, I'll never let you go. So, here we are again at another cultural intersection. And so today, I want to welcome you again, scholars, to another episode of the Sussex Studio podcast. Today, we're going to be diving into another complex concept, decolonization. But is it really that complex? We will explore its historical context and its ongoing influence on us in the modern world. All right, so first, we're going to begin by defining decolonization. So I will say that decolonization refers to the historical process by which former colonies gained their independence from European powers. This involved dismantling political and economic control. But the impact goes far beyond that, right? They didn't stay in Europe. And they didn't stay here in the United States without going outside to other places. Colonization wasn't just about acquiring land and resources. Decolonization is also a cultural and intellectual process of reclaiming identity and dismantling these imposed structures. How did they acquire land and resources? By force. How did they force other people to begin speaking European languages? By force. And so now we are thinking and we have been for generations engaging in this process of reclamation and dismantling these imposed structures, whether it has to do with taking ancestry or African ancestry DNA test, change one's name, to refusing to code switch. These are some ways that we engage in decolonization. What does this have to do with our Duchess? We'll get there. So let's get it. Hand clapping games are how African American children began learning the process of decolonization. Let me explain. Down, down, baby. See, I can't even say it. I have to sing it. Is a song about decolonization and refusal. These children from the video are learning to say no. Even as children, our elders, if only 9 or 10 years old, are teaching us the lessons of decolonization. It is my considered opinion that, I don't think this is controversial, Nelly's hit song, Down, Down, Baby, I don't know if that's the title though, became a cultural phenomenon because many of the young people who grew up playing the hand clapping games like Down Down Baby felt a sense of nostalgia from the very first beat. What do you think? Jay-Z used the same method with one of his hit songs. Do you know which one I mean? Put it in the comments section and or discuss other cultural ways that children begin engaging in decolonization. Here is the most sassy, risque, hip-swinging passage of the percussive clap. I like coffee, I like tea, I like the black boy and he likes me. So step back, other boy, you don't shine. I'll get the black boy to beat you behind. Very risque, right? I can't believe that we were singing that as children and that it had been passed down in different versions over generations. As we delve deeper into the theme of empowerment embedded within children's songs, It's fascinating to see how these ideas resonate across different contexts. Transitioning to our discussion on Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, we find it in Meghan's partnership with the NAACP that includes the creation of an annual digital civil rights award funded by the Archwell Foundation. This too can be viewed as an act of decolonization. By promoting representation, challenging colonial legacies/narratives, leveraging platforms for change, fostering solidarity, and recognizing the contributions of marginalized community, Meghan is using her soft power to count said narratives and acts of hate. And honestly, so are we. When we listen to podcasts like Facts and Two Cents, Royal Sussex, The Duke and I, and Duchess of Success, to name a few, oh, let's not leave ours out, the Sussex Studio podcast, and others, we succinctly begin to dismantle false narratives created by bots. Shout out to Bot Central. We are doing the work. We are doing the work here and in conversations and in a myriad of ways. Because when we see these negative portrayals of Meghan and other people, we often begin to get to work. And that work can include listening, writing, reading, and speaking, whether it be directly to a person or directly in a chat box. So on the Beyonce connection, our exploration of Duchess Meghan's impact on decolonization leads us seamlessly to Beyonce, whose artistic endeavors and activism mirror Meghan's efforts to challenge the entrenched power structures and redefine narratives. Beyonce's rejection of the notion that country music excludes Black people emerges as a pivotal moment in reshaping cultural narratives. Her activism serves as a rallying cry for Black inclusivity and Black representation. It all began with a moment at the CMA Awards where Beyonce's performance received backlash from some who believed she didn't belong in that space. But what many of them failed to recognize is the deep-rooted connection between Black people, country music, and cowboys, a connection that predates the genre itself. Black cowboys have been and are still an integral part of American history. Yet, their contributions have often been erased, overlooked, overshadowed. That never happens, right? From the cattle drives of the Wild West to the vibrant music scene of the Deep South, Black cowboys have played a vital role in shaping the cultural landscape of this country. Shout out to our Fulani ancestors who taught us these skills and looked like magical dancers to the unordained. Beyonce's album Cowboy Carter serves as a powerful testament to this legacy. Born out of a negative reaction that sought to diminish her presence, it teaches and celebrates the rich heritage of the Black cowboys and their enduring influence on American culture. Through her music, Beyoncé pays homage to the resilience and creativity of Black cowboys, reclaiming their narrative that has been distorted by history. From the rhythms of the banjo, a Senegalese instrument, to the soulful melodies of the fiddle, Cowboy Carter embodies the spirit of the American frontier while honoring its Black roots. As we celebrate Cowboy Carter and the legacy of Black cowboys, let us also reflect on the broader implications of Beyoncé's album. It challenges us to confront the biases and stereotypes that continue to shape our perceptions of who belongs in certain spaces and who doesn't. So the next time you hear the twang of a guitar or the plaintive cry of the fiddle, remember the Black cowboys who shaped the sound of country music. And remember that Cowboy Carter isn't just an album, it's a testament to the enduring legacy and belonging. Like Beyoncé, Meghan's journey has been marked by relentless media scrutiny and criticism. From tabloid rumors to targeted attacks, Meghan has faced every filthy insult that these media people could think of. And yet, through it all, She has remained steadfast in her commitment to making a positive impact on the world. The great Audre Lorde once said, "Caring for myself is not self-indulgence. It's self-preservation. And that is an act of political warfare." This quote speaks to Meghan's approach in nurturing her well-being and pushing her passion projects like the American Riviera Orchard. In cultivating this soft power, Meghan exemplifies the strength and grace of African-descended women in reclaiming their narratives. She really has. She teaches us that we can too. Maya Angelou said, "You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated." These words capture Meghan's resilience. Despite the negative bias she has encountered, Meghan continues to soar above the noise, using her platform to uplift and empower others. Through the American Riviera Orchard, she demonstrates the transformative power of perseverance and vision. As we celebrate Meghan's achievements, let us draw inspiration from her journey and the wisdom of these remarkable Black women. Together, let's embrace the soft power within us and rise above the negative bias, creating spaces of empowerment and possibility for all. Let's not forget community as we are gathered here in community. At the height of the relentless media scrutiny, Meghan was cradled in love and support and counsel from her inner circle, from her girls. As highlighted in her candid interview with Oprah Winfrey, shout out to the women and men who support their friends. Shout out to the Sussex Squad. Also, Meghan leveraged her public platform to directly address and challenge the negative media portrayals. She penned an op-ed for the New York Times, and in it, she bravely shared her personal experiences of pregnancy loss and the toll that the media intrusion exacted on her mental health. By reclaiming her narrative through her own words, Meghan not only shed light on the harmful consequences of media bias, but also underscored the importance of authenticity and self-advocacy in the face of relentless scrutiny. As Beyoncé's lyrics serve as a rallying cry for empowerment and self-assurance, Meghan found solace and determination in her own journey. By reclaiming her narrative and asserting her agency, Meghan exemplified the spirit of empowerment that reverberates through Beyoncé's anthem, ultimately triumphing over the adversity she faced. And let's not forget the OG Sussex Squad podcast. Shout out to Tina and Michelle. As part of me thinks that Meghan listened to them and was shored up by their passion, support, and pushback against the media. I still go back and listen to their old episodes as they give me life. So scholars, I hope that you enjoyed this podcast, and I hope that you come back for another episode. I plan to drop on Saturdays, and if I have energy, again on Sundays. If this podcast made you feel or think, please like, subscribe, and or hit the notification bell. I'm going to leave you today with one of my personal anthems. It won't be Beyonce's, anything from Beyonce as copyright, right? But before I do that, I want to leave you with some homework. Teach a hand game song to a child this week. Create a playlist of anthems. We Have Two. A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke, and How I Got Over by Clara Ward. The Ella Fitzgerald version and Aretha Franklin version are my personal favorites. 3. Engage the media by countering negative stories on your favorite platforms. As we close with How I Got Over, I hope that you feel something reminiscent of the collective journey toward freedom and equality and the enduring power of music to uplift, inspire, and that you find strength in the solidarity of your friends and in this civil rights anthem. And let me not forget, with the squad, all of the squads from all of the podcasts and all the social media platforms.
Cowboys came from. She wanted to be a cowgirl. And where cowboys came from was blacks in the 1860s were cowboys. They had a houseboy, a yard boy, and a cowboy as slaves. And that's where the word cowboy came from.
That evolution of...
That evolution.
Yeah, yeah.
And country music came before that. Country music came in when cowboys would take the cattle from here to Kansas. They would drive cattle, and some of them would have guitars, and they played to their horse.
Isn't that
They
something?
played to the cows, and they started country music.
Anybody who would listen, right?
Yeah.
That's
anything
really
that
incredible.
would listen.
Right, anything. The rocks, the grass, the
Yes.
trees. I love that. I love that. You know,